Hey coaches, it's Deidra, and I wanted to just reiterate a couple things with placement of coaches, especially your spouses and your second business center. So I'm going to be honest, I feel like I did a bad job as a leader with trying to explain placement. Um, there's not a right or wrong way to place coaches. Um, so there's a lot of coaches that have been second guessing themselves and questioning, I don't think I placed my spouse right. I don't know where to place my second business center when it's time to open it. So I just need to clarify a couple things. Again, there is no right or wrong way to place coaches. It's really going to be what your long-term goals are and how you want to grow your business. So I did a post that I found from our five-star diamond and above group. It's called The Wall. And that post was just an image of how you can place coaches. And that picture was placing their second business center on their weak leg of their spouse, which was also on their weak leg. So it was a really big volume drive for that coach. And I'm not saying that that's right or wrong. Again, that was just how they wanted to build their business. And I feel like when I posted that, a lot of coaches started saying, well, my coach is on my strong leg, so I didn't do this right. Now I need to cancel my spouse's account because it's not helping my weak leg, and I'm trying to go for volume and it's not helping. And I want to help you guys understand that wherever your spouse is, wherever your second business center is, you can still build a very successful business foundation, whatever you want to call it, by having that spouse on your weak or your strong leg, or your second business center on your weak and your strong leg. And I'm going to tell you why. I'm not going to show you because I don't have a spouse to put on my weak or strong leg. But I'm going to give you some examples. So I do have my second business center on my weak leg, and I go back and forth with rank versus volume. It's really hard to build your rank and your volume at the same time. But that is just how I wanted to build. Now let's kind of take a step back to spouses, because that's the beginning. You usually have your spouse built before your second business center, because the first thing you want to teach your team is to build and place your spouse as soon as you possibly can, because the sooner you build them, the more volume that they're going to have. So if you end up putting your spouse on your weak leg, that's awesome. It's a volume. As you build your weak leg, you're getting cycle bonuses, and that's also giving your business center cycle bonuses too. If you have them on your strong leg, yes, you are building your strong leg when you are building your spouse. I get that. Long term though, if you are trying to build a successful business, and when I mean successful, that's not stopping at diamond, because diamond is not, I'm sorry, but it's not showing you are a successful coach yet. When you are going star diamond and you are building a team where they go diamond, that's when you are going to see the real residual income and payoff. So if you have a spouse on your strong leg and you are building for 2-star, you have control of that business center to help you go 2-star. You're going to need help on both sides. Does that make sense? So by them being on your strong leg is not hurting you. Going 5-star, you need 3 and 2 coaches to go diamond. So by you having your spouse on that strong leg, guess what? You have control of one of those diamonds to help you go 5-star elite. Does that make sense? And another reason why, I want to stress to you guys the importance of having a spouse signed up on either leg is you're eventually, as you're growing your business, believe it or not, this may not seem realistic to you right now, but down the road, if you continue building, it is going to happen, that your weak leg is going to match your strong leg, whether it's sooner in your business, depending on how big of a recruiter or where your upline coach is placing coaches, or it may happen years down the road. As long as you know you're not going anywhere, it's going to happen. So Does that make sense right there, what I just said? Your weak leg is going to eventually match your strong leg. So if you end up putting your spouse on your weak leg, guess what? Your weak leg is going to match your strong leg, and you're still going to have to switch sides and still place coaches on that other side no matter what. If your spouse is on your strong leg, it's still going to do the same thing. You're still going to have to place coaches on both sides if you are going to grow a big, successful business. Just for an example, Melanie, when she signed up, her spouse is on her strong leg. And that is something she told me and taught me from the very beginning, that it doesn't matter where you place your coaches. You have your spouse on your strong leg. So what did she do? She placed Matt on her strong leg, and she just maxed him out as, the Emerald pay at $200 a week. She placed her second business center not under her husband. She placed her second business center under her weak leg. So now it doesn't mean she was not going for volume there. She was going for rank. Like I said, you go back and forth with that. So she was then building her weak leg. And now she has control of when she has her weak leg matching her strong leg. No matter what side she's building, she's placing coaches under one of her business centers. So she is still benefiting no matter what. Okay, so that's an awesome thing about having a spouse on the strong leg. You can put your second business center on your weak leg. You can put your second business center on your strong leg, but under your husband's weak leg, if that makes sense. I know placement can be one of the most confusing things in the whole volume, but as you physically see it and go to that next step in your business, you're going to see it, and it's going to make more sense. But what I'm getting at, guys, is it doesn't matter where you place your coaches. Either way, you're going to have to go back and forth if you're going for rank and volume. If you're going for just volume all the time, and you don't care to go 2-star or 5-star, that's fine. But I promise you, when you max out on your cycle bonuses, I know, again, it doesn't seem realistic. I never thought it would happen, but it's going to happen. No, I haven't maxed out at a 10-star bonus or 12-star bonus yet, but I have maxed out on a 5-star bonus, and I never in a million years thought that would happen. So guys, just know that you're going to go back and forth. You have to figure out what's important for you at this moment in your business, rank versus volume. And you need to think about a plan that you're going to have for you and your business. Are you okay putting your spouse on your strong leg? And if you are okay, you have to go with that. I don't want you guys changing your mind because you see another coach goes 2-star and they're wanting to put a spouse on, or they're wanting to put their second business center somewhere else, and it's going to benefit their volume. And now you see that your spouse isn't there and your spouse hasn't grown, so you're going to cancel the business and regrow it. Think about the volume that is being built on that spouse. That's the whole point of signing up a spouse early in your business, because you're building that volume. You may not be seeing the payoff because you're not building your spouse. You may be still focusing on your second business center. So if you're going to cancel that spouse, you have to think of the consequences and all that volume that is lost. That's where I feel like I made the mistake recently, because I'm not going to make a decision for any of my personally sponsored coaches. If they are adamant that they're canceling their spouse to rebuild and lose all that volume because they want them on their weak leg, I'm not going to stop you, because you are in control of your business. But what I can do is give you the options, and I can tell you the pros and cons. And that's, I have done that with everyone. I have told you, if they're on your strong leg, that volume has been built for you. That volume that you have built for them, I should say. And by you canceling, you're losing all that volume, and you're going to have to start all over from scratch. And I've always told every one of my coaches, think about 2-star and 5-star and 10-star and 15-star. That coach, that spouse that you build to diamond, that you have stability and control over, is going to benefit you with the long-term rank advancing and income as well. No matter what leg they're on, it's going to help. So I want you guys just to take all this into consideration. Think about what you really want for your business. Guys, I'm sorry. I've been stressed and I pick at my nail polish. Sorry, I just noticed that I'm showing my nails. But I want you guys to think about that and really set a plan for yourself. And more importantly, guys, I need you to stick to it. I want you to stick to your guns. no matter if it seems like you're having a hard time in your business, don't switch just because you're having a hard time in your business. This is long-term. Think long-term. You're not going anywhere. If you're not going anywhere, there is no need to cancel, to go back and forth with your spouse being placed somewhere, because ultimately you can build a successful business with you and your spouse no matter what leg they're on. Okay? I hope this helps. If you have any questions, post below and I'm more than happy to give more input if you need it. All right, guys, have a good day.